Hey everybody, welcome in and happy Thursday. I don't know why somehow starting my own stream caught me off guard, but it did. Here we are. Well, welcome to the channel. This is WagWorksGA. If you haven't been here before, if you have, well, you know the name. I'm Jeff. You can also call me Wags, and yeah, we do art here. So I'm half of a creative team with my wife Ashley. We primarily actually do kids comics. Not what you'll see tonight, but yeah, we work on some younger, shorter educational comics for kids, grades kindergarten through 5th, and we do that with some of our other comics friends in a digital magazine / comic project we call CoreToons, which we're very excited about. I'm coming along on my comic for the next one. I was gonna color that tonight, but I got some really good critique today, and Ashley and I wanted to consider some of that, and I might redo some of the inks before I color any further. But that's one thing we do. We also do like graphic novel type projects for ages like 9 through 12, which is like middle grade. That's what they typically call it. Yeah, we've got a couple of graphic novel project pitches that we've worked on. We're not pushing any of those right now. We also do slice of life comics for, you know, general audiences, and then lots of video game fan art, which is what you'll see tonight. So as you can see, well, you can't see, now you can see, I'm rocking my Espeon Umbreon shirt because tomorrow is Pokemon Day. Frank disappeared, oh no. Hey Fallen, how's it going? Happy to see you. How are you doing tonight? But yeah, tomorrow is the 30th anniversary of the release of the first Pokemon games in Japan. Oh no, not sick. I'm sorry. Hope you're getting a lot of rest. Cause you were sick fairly recently too, right? Hopefully you're still. Are you still sick, or is this a new sick? Been working. Yeah. Well, I hope that you've gotten rest in between, at least. New sick. Okay. I'm not sure why I feel like that's better, but I do think it's better to have 2 different sicks than one really long one, if that makes sense. How are the guinea pigs? Very important question. Your boss, oh no. I know it's hard sometimes to not come in, especially covering shifts for retail, but yeah, it's always rough when people come in sick and then it just spreads. Yeah. Which guinea pigs? Wait, don't you have guinea pigs? Right? Did I make that up? Or are you talking, I'm guessing there's also guinea pigs at work. Oh no! I'm sorry. I didn't know it was a past tense situation. A few years ago. Okay. Oh, because you talked about looking for a vet for when you moved over by Frank, and I thought that you meant that was a current, like for the guinea pigs. I thought you meant that was a current situation. Oh, gotcha. I love their names. That's great. Mocha's with your cousin. Okay. Nice. Do you at least get to visit a lot? Apparently I'm just chugging my coffee tonight. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I think that's good. Sorry, just adjusting my stream manager layout a little bit, doing some tweaks. Okay, at least you get to keep tabs on him. So a city in Minnesota you're not comfortable in? Interesting. Oh, St. Paul. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, if I'm being totally honest, my specific knowledge of the Minneapolis-St. Paul region is not spectacular. You're back. Oh, no. Hey Frank, what did Lily do? Credit card fraud? I don't know. I'm just taking a wild guess. She won't let you pet her. Maybe it's because you spank her? I don't know. Or is she just mad at you for being gone to work? I know some dogs are like that. She's bad. Oh, all right. Well, how about you? How are you doing? You're selling her for a case of Sprite. You should go for at least 2. Also, I only say that because I'm fairly certain you're not serious. But yeah, Frank, we were just talking about how tomorrow is Pokemon's 30th birthday. The release of the original games, Red and Green, happened in Japan on February 27th, 1996. You get Fire Red? Oh yeah, that's right. I saw the Game Boy Advance. They're releasing those. Yeah, that was actually my second Pokemon game that I played. Actually, I got both Fire Red and Leaf Green, so I could trade with myself. When you're a work-from-home grad student, the opportunities to find people to play with are not great. You owe it to yourself to do a fusion of Charmander and Bulbasaur in the name of Red and Green. Well, I was planning on doing a piece with the starters, the Kanto starters tonight. We could do a special. Should I throw in Squirtle as well, just to kind of nod towards the eventual release of, or the repackaging of Green as Blue here in the States? Maybe. Yes. So, okay, we could do a triple fusion. I like it. Tri-fusion. Your name is cooler. Got it. Yeah, we should do it. Okay, I'm game. It would be mega viral on TikTok. Well, here's the problem. I haven't started a TikTok channel yet. But I could do a short on YouTube. I guess that would mean that I would probably want to, you know... Would I change the aspect ratio of that? I know I can export. You'll steal it and post it on yours. Fair? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, yeah, that's the thing I'm excited about. I'm rocking my my Umbreon Espeon in the early celebration. So happy Pokemon Day Eve, I guess we'll go with. Man, I spent half the day thinking today was the 27th and wishing my friends happy Pokemon Day, and then I had to like reel it back as I realized, no, today's the 26th. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. Good times. Anyway, updates. So last week I finished the Lunar New Year piece. So my horse is complete as the Lunar New Year celebration continues on. Sorry, yes, I tried to wish it through Fallen, but she just checked in to say hey, and that you weren't gonna be able to make it. That's right. Happy birthday, Frank. On the actual Lunar New Year, the start of the Lunar New Year festival. Yeah, did you have a good birthday? I hope you have to replace the tennis balls on your walker. At the very least, rotate them. uneven wear and all. Yeah, I think I might have even seen your chat like really like a little bit late, so I probably didn't respond while you were actually even there. But thanks for saying hey. I appreciated it. I appreciated it. So yeah, it was funny. Last week was rather quiet. I just had, is that CJ that stopped by at the end? It was, yeah, pretty calm. Special Q-tips. Interesting. What's a special Q-tip? Sorta. But the week before was also interesting because we hit a record for people in chat. I got 2 raids within like a minute. And I think at one point I was up over 50 viewers, which was kind of crazy. Oh, the little scoops. You save the wax so you can make candles. People do that, don't they? Actually do that? I feel like I've seen that somewhere. Maybe my nightmares. But for some reason, the ear cleaning kit was the best. Listen, earwax happens. Sometimes you just got to deal with it. Especially before you actually have to go to an ENT and they have to scoop it out and it's kind of painful and uncomfortable and they pull out a giant chunk. Anyway, that's enough for me about all that. It's good times. Yes, Frank. Literally got him a cool gaming gun. Maybe he's saving the best for last, or you know, it's already understood that that's awesome. The air cleaning was peak. This is up for birthday, I'm guessing. Are we in the official festival of Frank? The ear thing or maybe both. Hopefully not together. Hopefully not together. Valentine's and birthday. And Valentine's was like an anniversary for you guys too, right? If I recall. I try to keep track of these things. The best? Okay. I'm gonna see, do I need to switch up my 10 month anniversary or 9? Nice. That's okay. I literally thought today was tomorrow most of the day, so no worries. No judgment from me. Now I'm excited to hear as well. I'm excited to hear as well. I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird. That was weird. Okay, what I should probably do is start setting up for the warm-up. So I could do a vertically framed video. Oh, that's awesome. Yay. That'll be good. I'm happy for you guys, that's for sure. Oh, whoa, nice. I have not read any of them. We just watched the movies. We were slow to get to them, but I want to read the books at some point. Well, that's cool. They're dark. Oh, so I mean, yeah, I can imagine. I could see where it could go that way. Yeah, because it was so heavy. That's funny. All right, what am I gonna do? Okay. So, do I do this in a vertical format? I think I'm gonna stick with my usual page size for this. I believe I said boulders. All right, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start setting up. I like the idea of doing the tri-fusion, so we're gonna do that because that's fun. So I'm gonna pull references. Oh man, someone keeps changing my font on me. And I know exactly who it is. Alright, we got one. This is either going to be really cool or really terrifying, and I really don't know which one it's going to be, so we're going to find out together. Fonts. Okay, I'm gonna get this set up. I do have to do a kid check-in in a minute here before I get started. So I'm gonna try to be quick to do that. All right. That's not charm. Oh my gosh. Really, Jeff? Really? Really? I dishonor the Pokemon. I better have gotten Ashley something cool for Valentine's. Well, I did get Bulbar. Oh my gosh, I can't. Why Bulbasaur? Why am I messing this up? I did get gifts for everybody, but we also kind of agreed to not do a big thing out of Valentine's Day, just because, you know, part of our gift is the fact that we, you know, went to Festival of the Arts one more time and you know, got dinner there and stuff like that. But I did get her an Emperor's New Groove shirt, which I thought was pretty cool. So I think it's something good. Okay. This is all set up. I'm not even gonna go to be right back screen because I'm gonna be as quick as I can, but I have to run and do a quick kid check-in. So, you threw off my groove. Groove. That's such a good movie. We love it in this house. Nice. Well, that's a good way to do it too. Yeah, I kind of put a several years ago, I decided Valentine's Day was going to be my thing with the family. So I usually get gifts for the kids and for Ash, and then I'll like do some kind of fun random thing. This year, I took all the gifts and put them in like Amazon bags. So we got like 1 million old Amazon bags. So I put stuff in like every one of the old bags that we have, and we had this like big heap. There were only 3 bags that had actual stuff in them, actual presents in them, and I just put them all in this big heap in the room, like, they're yours if you could find them, which was kind of fun. I think another time I made them do like a yarn laser maze to get through to their presents. I've done some good ones. Pretty proud of some of the ones that I've done. But anyway, I'm gonna go do kid check-in, and I will be right back. I'm not even gonna go to be right back because I'm gonna be as quick as I can. Just a second. Okay, so you know what's funny about having kids is that sometimes you decide that things are going to be quick, and that's not how it's going to work out. Yeah, so I got up there. We had a little bloody nose situation. We had some needed to take a bathroom break. Nobody's bleeding any longer. Everybody's good. So good news for all of us. All right, thank you for your patience, everybody. Yeah, it happens. It happens more than we'd like, but everyone's okay. Everyone's okay, and I'm just gonna focus on that part. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna do a nice reddish, light reddish for my drawing color here. Hey, Dadix, how's it going? Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Magix? Good to see you guys. Well, welcome on in, everybody. I'm Jeff, or you can call me Wags. Yeah, we're doing Pokemon art tonight, seeing as that tomorrow is Pokemon's 30th birthday. So what did you do tonight on stream, Dadix? Me too. Me too, absolutely. Do you have a particular favorite game in the series? Or favorite region? Worked on a project? Nice. Keeping busy. Oh, what kind of project are you working on? Okay. Began with Blue years ago, but Omega Red, Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, that was a really good remake, I've got to say. Nice. Well, good job, Dadix. Yeah, Gen 1. I started with Gen 2, with Gold. I didn't play again until that one lasted me until Fire Red. And I played that gen, I played some Emerald. The only one I really haven't played is Diamond Pearl gen. But yeah. Hey, hold on one second. I gotta tell Ash something, and then we're gonna get started on warm up. Okay, she has been briefed. It's all good. Parental info exchange. But yeah, I think I've played most of the generations. Most of them. So Dadix, what did you think of Gen 1, actually? I guess while we're talking, I'm gonna go ahead and start my warm-up actually, finally. So you're welcome to draw along. Oh, you haven't tried ZA yet? Cool. I've actually played just a little bit of that one, and I liked it. And what I've seen on people streaming. So it's just a little 5-minute warm-up for me. I work a day job, and I don't draw most of the day. So this is my chance to loosen up before I start working on the main project. And tonight, we're doing a triple fusion of Pokemon. We're doing the Gen 1 starters in honor of the Pokemon 30th birthday. So you're welcome to draw along. You can draw this, you can draw something else, really whatever you feel like. Favorite is Sandshrew. Nice. I feel like that's one that often gets overlooked, so it's nice to see it getting some love. It's very cute also. But anyway, yeah, drawing is fun, so I encourage you to draw along or draw your own thing just for fun. So I'm gonna get my timer up and going, and we're gonna warm up and chat while I'm drawing. All right, 5 minutes starts now. All right, where do I want to base this off of? Because this is gonna be, I've never done a triple fusion before, so this ought to be fascinating. So I see a few commonalities that I can work with here. Let's start with, okay, gonna do kind of a bean shape for the body, right? And they all have kind of a similar head in terms of, you got the cute cheeks. Actually, I'm gonna bring this down. And then you kind of go up here. And they have something on their back. Okay. So. Kind of give them stumpy legs like Squirrel that also extend out a bit like Charmander. Never realized that Charmander was this much of a brat at first. That's true. I didn't think of it that way, but yeah. Yeah. Valid. Absolutely. This, okay. This is very odd looking. Definitely their way of reimagining what happens. Oh, yeah. That's a good way of, yeah. I didn't even think about it as being their way of showing that mechanic, but yeah, that makes total sense. I don't know exactly what I expected this to come out like. This is fascinating. Okay, so I'm gonna darken up some lines. Again, this is just a sketch. Obviously it's not gonna be a finished piece here in 5 minutes, but I am trying to get to a point that, you know, at least I feel like I like it enough that if I wanted to continue it at any point in the future, I have something reasonable that I would come back to. You know, they'd be like, okay, I feel good. I feel good with this as a base. I think we're about at that stage. Just about. It does help that Pokemon in general has a really kind of unified shape language that they use. So it makes it a little bit easier when you're blending everything together. All right, that's 5 minutes. Wow, that went by quick. The curly tail, yeah, thanks. Thanks, yeah. Trying to work in those little elements from each of them. I'm just darkening this up a little bit. I know the timer went off. I'm just gonna say that, you know, I got the sketch in and now I'm just darkening it. Next up. Oh god. Do all the middle evolutions and merge those and then do the final evolutions. Oh man. Should I? I could. I was actually looking, so this is, I didn't have a set piece for what I'm going to work on tonight for my main work. I was just going to do something in general to celebrate 30 years. So I was thinking something that would be kind of like just draw a bunch of the Pokemon. But there's one last thing that I have to do, and I have to name this. And the name has to be a combination of all the names. So this will be interesting. Every time, the font. I will take any suggestions you have for a name. We could do Chartlesaur? Chartlesaur? That's a dinosaur. I mean, it is kind of just a dinosaur. And the type of dinosaur is Chartlesaur. Charquable. Ooh, I kind of like that one better. Charquable. Yeah, I feel like that fits. I feel like that fits. I think the only thing that I would really change looking at this is I would mess with the proportions a little bit in this, because I think we could cutify it a little bit by giving the head a little more emphasis. Like that, so give it kind of a largish head for the body, and then we would take the shell and make that bigger as well. But the body would stay a little bit smaller. Yeah, I feel like that's already much better. If I just tweak it. I like that proportioning better. Or just Earl. Squallman sword. This is great. I love these. So, alright. Let's do this. Let's do this. Slash Squallmansaur slash Earl. We'll take it. It's good. I like it. You know, it's funny. You never quite know what you're going to get with the fusions, whether it's going to be something that comes out relatively well or if it's going to be something that looks just utterly terrifying. And this actually came out okay. I'm all right with this. Okay. I was going to give it. I'm going to save this real quick, and then I was going to give an update on the group D&D piece that I have been working on for a bit. I am progressing on it, slowly but surely. This is what happens when you decide you're going to draw 23 characters and familiars for your massive library D&D campaign. Goodness, today's the 26th. Okay, that's saved. All right. So, all right, this is good. So this is where I'm at with the library D&D piece. I'm working on this character right now, but I've so far worked through this many out of this many. So I'm nearing the halfway point, but not quite there. Realizing now this was a bit ambitious to take on, but still pretty happy that I did it. It's been a really fun character design exercise. It's also cool because like we don't really spend a lot of time on description in the game because it's such a large table. But I collected information from everybody, so it's nice to be able to kind of visualize everybody's characters as well. I think that's pretty special. Anyway, that's where we're at. It's coming along. It's slow, but it's good. It's been really fun. I'm having a good time with it. All right. Fresh canvas. I'm not going to save that. Okay. So Pokemon 30. Let's just do, I'm gonna do a big 30 in the middle. I'll do a sketch layer first. Make sure I get the proportions right so I don't do it too big because I want to leave lots of room. Lots of room for the Pokemon in here. Okay, so that'll be kind of in the middle there. Clearly we're gonna need the starters in here somewhere. And I'm basically just gonna take anyone wants to shout out favorite Pokemon. I can try to work them in. I'm gonna pull reference just because I haven't memorized how to draw every Pokemon from scratch, and that's fine. Don't mind me just making the face of whatever I'm drawing. I can't really help it. back like that. His eyes might be a little bit too intense. Just put Ditto's face and call it a day. Actually, I kind of love that idea. Everything is Ditto. It's kind of perfect. Gonna redo the eyes. Nope, that's weird. Okay, so there's one down. I mean, I could just start inking as I go. So I actually have some things finished. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I will put all of them in their own separate layers though, or separate folders. Alright, let's do that. We got, how's that for size? Think a little bit thicker. Fallen, are you bullying Frank again? As always. The head would still come here, and then the arm would just be kind of behind that. Yeah, that makes more sense to me. Actually, this leg is a little bit thick. Taper it a little bit down there. And that's why we use vectors. Oh, Frank, are you working on anything tonight, by the way? Actually, maybe it doesn't need to go all the way through. Okay. It's like I tried to force in a little bit more of the bulb than I probably should have at first because I figured I had to show it. But especially once the colors come in, I think it should be clear that it's Bulbasaur. Okay, get some of these guys in here. From start to finish, I'll beat you all time. You know, I wish I could be like, oh, it's on, but yes, you're gonna, I don't even know when I'm gonna call this piece finished. So you will very clearly beat me on this one. But also you probably would anyway, racing, just because I'm not fast. I'm working on it. But I'm not there yet, that's for sure. Alright, let's go back, draw these. Where are they like? Yeah, just the nails, claws, if you will. This should probably taper a little bit more. All right, that's okay for here. Okay. Turn this one back up. We'll get the pull my sketch color again, which I should probably have just, you know, laid down right here anyway to make it easier to pick later. Maybe there's a little darker one I can grab. There, yeah. All right, this will make my life a little bit easier. Okay, who's next? Go back to Squirtle. Okay. Okay, doing all right there. Like that. Okay. We'll ink this one. To get the size pretty consistent. I did. Look at me. Look at me go, guys. Did it. I really did it. Actually, it's pretty ball-like on the chin. It's not really pointed at all. Very rounded. Come on. Actually. Okay, I like that. That's good. The eyes need to actually be a little bit lower. Yeah, I think that's a little closer to it, honestly. Honestly. Okay. That's not quite right. Hold on a second. That's better. All right. There we go. It goes something like that. If I'm thinking about it. Okay, pretty happy with that one. Might actually bump up the size of that guy a little bit. And, you know, give them a tongue. That's kind of a thing that most Pokemon tend to also have, just like people. Okay. So, of course, we got Charmander next. And we're coming up on the time that I usually take a break and run a little ad roll. I know I was gone for quite a bit. Yeah, actually, I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to do my break right now, but it's going to be a short one, like 1 to 2 minutes. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so gonna go to be right back, but I will actually be right back, unlike usual. So gonna run a quick 60-second ad, and I should be back shortly after that finishes. So I will see you guys in a few. Okay, and I am actually back. Yay! Whee! Alright, well, let's keep going. Let's get that Charmander in there. I don't know why I said it like that. Let's get that Charmander in there. I'm gonna scoot him. Oop. I always do that. I move the center. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna move him just right there. There's no reason I can't put him on that there 30 there. Okay. Yeah. Grab my red. Okay, here we go. What should I make Charmander be doing? It's fun. Yeah, you... I just realized, Frank, that was in response to me going on break. Yeah, you better run. Well, I did. And now I'm back. Do I make him... Charmander's lighting the 30th birthday candle, of course. Actually, Frank, you've given me a fun idea. Like most of the time, honestly. Something like that. Yes, thank you is what I meant to say. Of course. Of course. Of course. Seriously, when I will never be able to draw an expression without making it, I swear. I do know that I absolutely have to draw an Eevee and a Dratini in this picture. My children would 100% disown me if I didn't do that. So they will most likely be the next ones that I draw. You know. What'll be interesting is that if I do this in any way that's not including it with the 30, the 3 and the 30, I'm gonna have to do a multi-layered Charmander. So I'm gonna just do it with the 3, I think. I think that's the only correct way to do this without creating a whole lot more unnecessary work for myself. Right, vectors. not quite there. I'll just do a little tweaking there. Just a second. All right, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna simplify this line so that I have fewer vertices, and then adjust that that way. All right, I'm gonna call it as good enough. Because otherwise I will be sitting here tweaking vertices forever, and nobody wants to see that. Nobody. Okay. Okay. All right. Pretty happy with that. Okie dokie. Okay, yeah, realizing I could have probably gone a little bit bigger from the start on this one. But you know what? Better to catch it a little bit late than never. And I can do a little cleanup here, so... I'm not too concerned about it, honestly. Okay, pretty good. I'll take it. Well, that's nice. I like the new smart mod. That's cool. That's cool. Stop those bots right in their tracks. Okay, I feel like that size was more comparable with the other two, so that works for me. Okay, not so bad. Yeah, so I think I was definitely gonna do Dratini and Eevee in here for my kids. So let's get those roughs. Okay. There's a one. Okie dokes. All right. Where are we gonna draw these guys? Where do I want them? Let's get our Dratini kind of front and center. Wait. Of course I did. Actually, I'm kind of okay having that on a different layer. I'm just gonna work with that. It kind of worked out for me, honestly. Fix that up a little bit. Just kind of taper that in. There we go. Better. Better. Probably bring the base of the eyes down a little bit lower. Okay, we got a Dratini in there. One child will be pleased. Actually, I should just... Why did I try to do that with the mouse instead of just... I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. All right, so we got the Eevee to do next. Where should Eevee go? Maybe somewhere over here? Something like that, but I actually think this whole floof and head needs to come down just slightly. Because, yeah, I think the Squirtle actually was much bigger. Yeah, okay. Which means the Eevee should probably not be in that exact spot. I mean, fair, you are sick, so I'm happy that you're getting some rest, at least. That's good. But yes, that does make it hard to actually be bullying Frank. To be fair, I didn't actually think you were, if that helps. I've been fooled enough times to be like, okay, wait. Maybe he's not being serious. What am I doing? What? I'm picking a color. That's what yeah, there we go. Okay. Wait. What? Did I do? I did the thing again. Ugh. Okay, that's more like it. Got it. Just drawing on the wrong layer again. Make me. Yes, Frank. Yeah, I mean, if she feels like she has to stay up to, you know, defend her honor. Not me, that was someone else. Saturday Night Sammy? I don't know. I got nothing. Actually, no, the eating off isn't quite that pronounced. It's a little bit more. I missed it. Man, my Thursday nights would be so much less fun without you guys. I know you're not doing your adorable shenanigans for, like, my benefit, but, like, I'm glad y'all are here. That's all. That is all. She's calling me out. I mean, yeah. I don't know what you anticipated was going to happen in this scenario. It seems clear that it was not her calling you out. No, I think I need to extend this. I mean, sometimes don't we all need someone to call us out on our shenanigans? Honestly. Oh man, I just did all those lines. Too thin. Oh my gosh. Bah. Okay, good thing Clip Studio has a way to fix that. Yay. Thicken. 2 points. Mwahaha. Sure beats redrawing everything. Cool. All right. Now it should stand up pretty well to the other ones. Yes, good deal. Breathing is important. Yeah. That's better. That, I think, is more the expression I was going for. Ooh, egg drop soup? Yes. Is good. Can vouch for this. Although, honestly, I have a hard time if you're talking soups that make you feel, like, warm and cozy and also healthy. Miso for me is hard to beat. Good luck. I hope you can get some rest, and I hope you feel better soon, Fallen. Always good seeing you. I hope you get some good rest. Okay. Got Eevee in there. Nice. I have 5 Pokemon. Doing great. Although honestly, I started pretty late, so getting this many in here already is not bad. All right, Frank, who's next? Who do I draw next? Skeletor. But these are all tiny, cute Pokemon. I didn't draw a giant Skeleturge. I mean, yeah, I can do that. I mean, Fuecoco also would be nice. Would you settle for a Fuecoco? Oh, I suppose I really can't forget Pikachu. Alright, here's what, actually, here's what I'm gonna do. Uno. That's not what I was trying to do. Dos. Okay. You want me to? So you want me to bring it up now, so you can share, and if you need to go, you can go. Because we can do that. Yes. Alrighty. All right, just a moment. I'm gonna grab one more while I'm thinking of it. Because I refuse to do this without my favorite Pokemon in here. All right. Okay. All right, let's hop on over to the Discord. Yeah. Sorry, I like this, right? That really cracked me up. Okay, let me actually, bring it in, so everyone else can see it fairly. Okay. I like this one, Frank. This is I like pretty much every comic you've done, but this one cracked me up. I like how Goose just taps on the window just to antagonize her. That's great. Oh. As much as I was enjoying your kind of series about, Goose doing tech support and being frustrated, I really like this one. The Duckosaurus. Yeah. I kind of had a feeling that was going to be the case. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll take it. It's fine. I appreciate that you said he's based on me and not just he's me. That's nice. That's nice. That's like growth, I feel like. Your high school science teacher? That's awesome. That's fun. So is this just this kind of mistaken identity case with the teacher, or is the teacher going to have a history with Goose? Because that could also be really funny. Everyone calls Goose a duck. To be fair, I think especially the long neck does help differentiate, but that's hilarious. Frank, I love this one. Yeah, I don't really have any notes on it. Not that you were looking for them, but yeah. I really like how you set up. So panel 3 could have been the punchline itself, but then you actually take it one step further. You can align it at work tomorrow. Nice. So do you have some quiet periods of time where you can actually do stuff like that? It's gotten really slow. I mean, it makes sense. Tech support is like one of those things that it seems like can kind of, you know, go in waves where sometimes it's really busy and sometimes it's not so busy. It seems, I mean, you would know better than I do, but while we're here, I'm just gonna go ahead and plug the Frankstagram. So if you like Frank's comics, you should go check out more of them over at his Instagram page, which is just Loosey Goosey Comic. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I didn't figure you were drawing comics instead of working. And also, give Frank the shout out. Yeah, you should go. You should follow Frank if you don't already, because yeah, he's awesome, and his channel you will see gaming and drawing, sometimes both interspersed with each other. So check it out. It's good times. I'm sorry if I'm kind of low energy tonight. That's it's been a busy week trying to finish a paper, and it's a bit exhausting. It's not my strength, so a little bit exhausting for me. All right, well, hey Frank, thanks for coming by. Great comic, and yeah, I will see you next time. Hope you have a great night. Get some rest. All right. Well, hey, let's draw some more Pokemon. Am I gonna necessarily get through all 4 of these in the next 7 minutes? No. Nah, it's not gonna happen. But it's fun. I just am having fun drawing Pokemon tonight. And it's, you know, a good occasion to do so. Being Pokemon's 30th birthday, so, well, tomorrow technically, if you really want to be picky about it. Although we're almost at tomorrow, and it is tomorrow in Japan, so there. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze in Umbreon first because that's my favorite. Yeah. Umbreon's gonna go somewhere, maybe over here, just under this spot. Oh, but I don't want to cover up the color that I'm trying to pick. So I'm gonna do that so I can get it in the same view. I've got my color picked. Cool. Actually, maybe I'll keep the head facing more front because then I can fit the ears better in the picture. Actually, theirs is very tiny. This would probably be a little bit lower down. It's funny because despite it being my favorite, I don't think I actually draw Umbreon that much. That's funny. That makes me laugh. Teehee. Teehee. I don't know. Maybe not funny in that way. But funny in the strange and somewhat ironic way. If you will. Alright. Nope. Oof, almost tangent there. Almost double tangent. Nice. Okay. So here we're at 12:01, which is my, about my usual wrap-up time. So I know I've got at least 3 more Pokemon that I want to draw. I really, in my mind, was going to draw a whole bunch more. I want to draw a whole bunch more to finish this piece. But this is where I'm going to call it tonight. Because I do work a day job, and that includes tomorrow. So it's midnight here, and I need to get myself a little bit of rest. So we're going to hop on back over here. Hey! So I remembered a quick update that I did forget at the beginning of stream, which is I'm actually kind of caught up on my YouTube. So 2 weeks ago, stream went up at noon today, and last week's stream is scheduled to go up on the YouTube channel at noon tomorrow. So that all I really have to do to get back on complete pace is make sure that this episode from tonight posts next Wednesday by noon, which is my usual update schedule. But everything prior to this stream is already uploaded and ready to post. I just didn't want to drop everything all at once. So, and I got it done a little bit late in the week. So yeah, looking to get this stream up next Wednesday. And then we'll officially be back on schedule, which is pretty exciting, because I managed to put myself a little bit behind. Yeah, so that was the only update otherwise that I had. Yeah, that does it for tonight's stream, y'all. So my schedule is, you can find me Thursday nights right here. Thursday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern time here in the States. That's 7 p.m. Pacific time. Or 9 p.m. Central Time. You can find me then. And if you want to see more of our work, my work and also Ashley's work in terms of her writing, you can check out, well, the number one spot is probably our webpage, wagworksga.com. So there's got some of my portfolio. You can see like the covers and get a little synopsis of some of the graphic novel projects we've done. That'll also link you up with CoreToons, which also I'll just go ahead. And you can check out our Substack for CoreToons. We also have a website, which is lovereading.co/CoreToons, where you can check out some of our comics there. Yeah, I encourage you to check them all out. Yeah, and not only is my portfolio on our webpage, by the way, with WagWorksGA, we've also got like a blog there. You can check out... also our store, we have stuff. A lot of the pieces that I've done for GDQ in the past, we are offering for sale now, which is kind of fun. And also a piece that hasn't been anywhere else, the Chandelure illustration I finished up around Halloween last year. We've got a tote bag with that on it. I think it looks pretty cool. At any rate, that's all in the store. Feel free to check that out as well. Yeah, we're also on Instagram, although I think we're kind of almost Instagram dead at this point. We haven't posted in a bit. It's been a minute. But you can find some of our older stuff there, and in theory someday we're going to get back to that. And YouTube is where you'll also find all the recordings of the live stream. So ever since my first one, they are all there for your viewing pleasure, if that's what you like to do. If you wish to. It's weird. I mean, I know I watch other streams on YouTube and watch their recordings, but it's weird to imagine people being like, hey, I'm gonna check that out. But I have fun here, so I imagine you might too have fun watching them. They're there, and also I do have a few edited videos that pull together clips from a bunch of different episodes, like of stream working on like a single piece, like the Sonic piece that I did for GDQ. I also have a short on there of my favorite pieces that I worked on last year. And I'm working on getting some more edited stuff up there. It's just, it just takes time. And as you can tell, sometimes I don't even have time to get the weekly streams up on time. So I'm working on it. We will see. What else? That's it. That's it. All right, you guys. Yeah, I've had fun. It's been fun celebrating 30 years of Pokemon with y'all. It's been something that I've really enjoyed in my life ever since I picked up my first game on Game Boy Color, Pokemon Gold. And even though I don't get to play quite as much these days, I have gotten to play a bit into Scarlet, and I've played a little bit of ZA, and I definitely watch a lot of streams of all the games, so I can say it's still a major factor for me, and obviously I've passed that on to my kids as well. They're Pokemon fans, so it's cool to get to celebrate it with y'all. Tomorrow morning is the official Pokemon Direct, or Pokemon Presents. I think it's like 9 a.m. Eastern time. So I'm curious to see what announcements they'll have there. Anyway, that does it for me tonight. Thank you everybody for joining in. I really appreciate you being here. If you're watching live, if you're lurking, I just like having you around. It's fun. And if you ever feel like joining chat, you're always welcome. If you're watching this, the VOD, either on Twitch or YouTube, hey, thank you. That's another great way to support me, and I really appreciate it. Feel free to leave a like or a comment or follow or subscribe if you haven't already, and you want to do so. I appreciate any or all of it. Yeah. Thanks. I know I say it every time, but like, this is my kind of relaxing Zen art studio time, and I love getting to share it with you guys. So thanks for being here with me. I hope you all have a really great night. I hope you all have a really great week, and I will see you next time. So until then, bye.